Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today, we have an exciting and relaxing watercolor tutorial for you. We are going to explore the beautiful world of loose style in watercolors, and I promise it's going to be easy and enjoyable. So, grab your watercolor supplies and let's get to it. First things first, what exactly is loose style in watercolors? Well, it's all about letting go of perfectionism and embracing the flow of the paint. It's about capturing the essence of your subject with spontaneous brush strokes. I myself am not a good sketcher and can barely draw a straight line, so it suits me perfect. Let's talk about the supplies you'll need. You'll want some quality watercolor paper, a palette, a variety of brushes, watercolors, and, of course, a cup of water. Remember, there's no need for expensive materials. Just use what you have. Today, I've chosen this city corner from somewhere in New York as our subject. But you can choose anything that inspires you: a landscape, a still life, or even something abstract. The key is to have fun. Next, let's mix our colors. Don't be afraid to experiment here. Remember, in the loose style, there's no right or wrong way to mix colors. Take note on the fact that I am very loose in the details. Just throw it on there. The magic happens when the shadows gets on later. Oh, sweet forgiving shadows. If you haven't noticed, my voice is computerized, hence I have no feelings or real expressions when I talk. But I do have feelings. I really do. Keep going with light, loose brush strokes to fill in your subject. Don't worry about details just yet. Focus on capturing the basic shapes. Try to match the values of the reference you're painting. In the photo I have, you see that the ground floor is very dark. This is supposed to be a tree. I'll get back to this later. As we progress, start building layers. Add darker colors for the darker areas, create texture, and let the watercolors blend and flow naturally. It's like a dance on paper. In this case, I improvise and wanted a more shadowed side of the building. Getting advanced here, but not really. Time to add the darkest values. This is where the magic happens. Once again, just following the darker areas on the photo. Remember, don't overdo it. Less can be more in the loose style. Oops! See that smudge? Don't panic. In the loose style, we embrace imperfections. Sometimes they add character to your painting. Painting cars in this setting is more about what you leave out than what you paint. Leave reflections on the car windows to the direction of the sun. just playing around with darker random patterns on the foreground. Now ground the cars with a dark shadow and allow it to engulf the whole underside of the car and connect it to a casted shadow onto the pavement. This adds all the realism to the vehicles. I will paint the people dark and later just add highlights to the sunny side on the figures. The same goes with the shadows as with the cars. It will keep them grounded and add a lot of realism. Once you're satisfied with the overall look, it's time to add the trees and some finer details. But remember, don't overdo it. Less can be more in the loose style. The darker parts and shadows of the trees makes the tree look more 3D and realistic, so don't forget this part. The suspended electrical lines can easily be overlooked, but they play a big part of the dynamics of this painting. Looks like I forgot this shadow. I'm only human. We're almost there. Add any final touches and highlights to make your painting pop. And boom, you've created a beautiful, loose watercolor masterpiece. Highlights, I make them with a white gel pen in this case, but you can use gouache as well. Well, there you have it, our journey into the world of loose style in watercolors. I hope you enjoyed this easy and enjoyable tutorial. Remember, it's all about letting your creativity flow freely and having fun with your art. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.